Imagine winning $70,000 in 1 year from your couch, playing online slots on your phone. You'd think you'd figured it out, right? You'd think you'd beaten the system, found the pattern, cracked the code. That's what Tyler Anderson thought. And in the 6 months that followed that big win, Tyler lost $400,000. Not $400, not $4,000, $400,000. Money he didn't have, money he borrowed, money he stole from his retirement, money that destroyed his marriage, his credit, his life. This is a story about gambling addiction, about how winning can be the worst thing that ever happens to you, about how a few minutes of excitement can cost you everything, and about the moment when Tyler had to face what he'd become and cry out to the only one who could save him. This is Tyler's story. Tyler Anderson was 31 years old, married to his college sweetheart, Jessica. They had one daughter, Emma, who was 3 years old. Tyler worked as an accountant, made decent money. Nothing spectacular but comfortable. They had a house in the suburbs, 2 cars, a dog, the American dream on a middle-class budget. Tyler wasn't a gambler, never had been. He'd been to Vegas once for a bachelor party, lost $50 at blackjack, didn't think much of it. But in 2022, online gambling became legal in Tyler's state. Suddenly, sports betting apps and online casinos were everywhere. Commercials during football games, ads on social media, free promotional bonuses. Bet $5, get $200 in free bets. Tyler downloaded one of the apps, just for fun, just to try it during March Madness. He bet $50 on a basketball game, and won $75. That first win felt incredible, better than Tyler expected. His heart was racing. He felt alive, excited, like he'd discovered something. He bet again, lost, then won, then lost, then won big. Within a month, Tyler was checking the app constantly, between meetings at work, during lunch, before bed. First thing in the morning, Jessica noticed, "You're on your phone a lot lately. What's so interesting?" "Just checking scores," Tyler said. Not technically a lie, but not the truth either. Tyler started with sports betting, then discovered online slots. And that's when everything changed. Online slots are designed to be addictive. The sounds, the lights, the near misses, the rush when you hit a bonus round. It's all engineered to trigger dopamine in your brain, to make you keep spinning, keep betting, keep chasing. Tyler would sit on his couch at night, Jessica asleep upstairs, Emma in her crib, and he'd spin, and spin, and spin. Most nights he'd lose $100, $200, but occasionally he'd hit, win $500, win $1,000, and that win would erase the memory of all the losses. In his first year of gambling, Tyler was up, actually profitable. He'd won more than he'd lost, about $70,000. $70,000. That was more than his annual bonus at work. That was vacation money. That was savings. That was real money. And Tyler thought, I'm good at this. I've figured something out that most people don't understand. I can actually make money doing this. That's the trap. That's the lie that gambling addiction whispers. You're different. You're smart. You can beat the odds. Tyler started betting bigger. If he could win 70,000 betting small amounts, imagine what he could win betting larger amounts. He increased his bets. $100 spins. $200 spins. $500 spins. Jessica didn't know. Tyler kept a separate bank account for gambling. Kept it secret. Told himself he'd tell her once he won enough to surprise her with something big. But the wins started coming less frequently, and the losses started mounting. By month 2 of year 2, Tyler was down $20,000. He'd given back part of his winnings from the previous year. It's fine, he told himself. Just a cold streak. I'll win it back. So he bet more, chased his losses, deposited more money, played longer sessions. By month 4, he'd lost all $70,000 he'd won, plus another $50,000. Tyler had emptied his personal savings, his emergency fund, money he'd been saving for years, and he still couldn't stop. Gambling addiction doesn't look like drug addiction. Tyler didn't have track marks, didn't smell like alcohol, didn't miss work, but inside, his brain was just as hijacked, just as controlled by the need for that next bet, that next spin, that next chance to win it all back. By month 5, Tyler had taken out a personal loan, $15,000, told Jessica it was for home repairs, used every penny to gamble, lost it all in 2 weeks. He took out another loan, $25,000, lost it in a month. He maxed out credit cards, cash advances, balance transfers, anything to get more money to gamble with. The worst part, Tyler knew what he was doing. He wasn't delusional. He could see the numbers, see the losses mounting, see his life falling apart. But he couldn't stop. That's what addiction does. It overrides logic, overrides survival instinct. It tells you, one more bet, one more spin. This time will be different. Jessica found out in month 6. She was checking their credit card statements, something Tyler usually handled, and she saw thousands of dollars in charges to gambling sites. Tyler, what is this? Why are there so many charges to DraftKings and FanDuel? Tyler's stomach dropped. Those are. I've been doing some sports betting. Just small amounts. Jessica pulled up their account. Tyler, there's $35,000 in charges here. In 1 month. The conversation that followed was the worst of Tyler's life. He had to tell her everything. The secret bank account, the loans, the credit cards, the debt. How much? Jessica asked, her voice shaking. How much do we owe? Tyler couldn't look at her. About About 200,000. Maybe more. Jessica stared at him. $200,000? Tyler, how is that possible? We don't have that kind of money. I know. I'll fix it. I just need one good win and I can. One good win. Jessica's voice went cold. You've been saying that for months, haven't you? While you've been destroying our lives. Jessica took Emma and left. Went to her parents' house. Filed for separation. Tyler sat alone in their house, surrounded by the wreckage of his addiction, and he kept gambling. Because that's what addicts do. When everything falls apart, they turn to the thing that's destroying them. Because it's the only thing they know. Tyler withdrew money from his retirement account, his 401k, took a massive tax penalty, didn't care. He needed to win it all back, needed to fix this, needed to prove to Jessica that he could make this right. He lost it all in 2 weeks. He borrowed money from his parents. Told them he needed it for lawyer fees for the separation. They gave him $10,000. He lost it in 3 days. By the end of month 6, Tyler had lost everything. $400,000. His marriage. His daughter. His house was in foreclosure. His credit was destroyed. He'd been fired from his job for being distracted and missing deadlines. Tyler sat in his empty house. Jessica had taken most of the furniture, with his phone in his hand and $5 left in his bank account. He opened the gambling app one more time, deposited the $5, bet it on a slot machine, lost it in 30 seconds. Pause. Heavy silence. Tyler sat there staring at the insufficient funds message on his screen. And something inside him broke. Not the kind of breaking that leads to despair. The kind of breaking that leads to surrender. He couldn't do this anymore. He couldn't keep living like this. He couldn't keep destroying everything he touched. Tyler did something he should have done 6 months ago. He called Jessica. Jess, I need help. I can't stop. I've tried. I've tried so many times. But I can't stop. Jessica was quiet for a long time. Are you still gambling? I just lost the last $5 I had. I have nothing left to gamble with. Good, Jessica said. Not mean. Just factual. Because you need to hit bottom before you can start climbing out. I don't know how to climb out, Tyler said. I've destroyed everything. Our marriage. Our finances. Our future. How do I fix this? You can't, Jessica said. Not by yourself. You need help. Professional help. And honestly, Tyler, you need God. Because this is bigger than you. Bigger than therapy. You need something to fill the hole that gambling is filling. Tyler had never been religious, but sitting in that empty house with nothing left, he realized Jessica was right. He needed God, because he'd tried everything else, and everything else had failed. The next morning, Tyler drove to a church near his house. He'd driven past it 1,000 times, never gone inside. It was a Wednesday. No service. Just an open church. Tyler walked in, sat in the back pew, and for the first time in 6 months, he felt quiet. Not peace, not yet, but quiet, like the chaos in his head had finally stopped screaming. A pastor came out from a back office. Older man, kind face. "Can I help you, son?" "I don't know," Tyler said honestly. "I don't know if anyone can help me." The pastor sat down next to him. "Try me." And Tyler told him everything. The gambling, the debt, the lies, the destruction, all of it. The pastor listened without judgment, without condemnation, just listened. When Tyler finished, the pastor said, "You know what I hear in your story? I hear someone who's been trying to fill a God-sized hole with something that was never meant to fill it." "What do you mean?" "You were chasing something," the pastor said. "Excitement, escape, the feeling of being alive. That's not wrong. God made us to want those things, but He made us to find them in Him. Not in gambling, not in money, in relationship with Him." "But I've destroyed everything," Tyler said. "How can God want anything to do with me?" "Because God doesn't love you based on what you've done. He loves you based on who He is. And He is love. That doesn't change based on your behavior." The pastor opened a Bible. "Read Tyler a passage from Luke 15. The prodigal son. The story of a young man who took his inheritance, wasted it all, ended up with nothing, and came home. And his father didn't reject him, didn't condemn him, ran to him, embraced him, celebrated his return." "That's God," the pastor said. "That's how He sees you. Not as a failure, as a son who's coming home." Tyler started crying. Deep, heaving sobs. Years of pain and shame and guilt pouring out. "I'm so sorry," Tyler whispered. "God, I'm so sorry. I've made such a mess. I've hurt everyone. I've destroyed everything. Please help me. Please save me." The pastor put his hand on Tyler's shoulder. "He already has. You just have to receive it." Tyler prayed right there in that church, surrendered his life to Christ, asked for forgiveness, asked for help, asked for healing, and something shifted. Not externally. He still had $400,000 in debt, still had a broken marriage, still had consequences to face. But internally, something was different. The obsession with gambling quieted. The constant voice in his head telling him to bet went silent. The pastor connected Tyler with a Gamblers Anonymous group that met at the church. Tyler went to his first meeting that night. 15 people sitting in a circle, all with the same haunted look Tyler had seen in his mirror for months. "Hi, my name is Tyler, and I'm a compulsive gambler. Hi, Tyler." Tyler told his story, and everyone there understood. They'd all been where he was. Some had lost more, some had lost less, but they'd all lost, and they were all fighting to get their lives back, one day at a time. An older man named Robert approached Tyler after the meeting. Been sober from gambling for 8 years now. Lost my house, my business, everything. But I got it back. Not the same things. Better things. Because I built them on God instead of on gambling. How do you do it? Tyler asked. How do you not gamble? I don't, Robert said. Not in my own strength. Every morning, I ask God to keep me sober today. Just today. Not forever. Just today. And He does. Tyler started doing the same thing. Every morning, God, help me not gamble today. Just today. And God did. Day by day. One day at a time. Recovery from gambling addiction isn't linear. Tyler had good days and bad days. Days where the urge to gamble was overwhelming. Days where he felt free, but he kept showing up. To GA meetings, to church, to therapy, to his accountability group. And slowly things started to change. Tyler got a new job. Lower pay than before, but honest work. And he was grateful for it. He declared bankruptcy. It destroyed his credit, but it also gave him a fresh start, a way to deal with the debt that had been crushing him. He deleted all the gambling apps from his phone, blocked gambling sites on his computer, self-excluded himself from every casino and online gambling site. Most importantly, Tyler fought for his marriage. Jessica agreed to marriage counseling, but she was clear, I'm not promising anything, Tyler. You destroyed my trust, my faith in you. That doesn't come back overnight. I know, Tyler said. I'll spend the rest of my life earning it back if that's what it takes. Counseling was hard. Tyler had to own everything he'd done. The lies, the manipulation, the betrayal. Jessica had to process her anger and hurt and fear. But they both showed up, week after week. And slowly, very slowly, things began to heal. After 6 months of separation, Jessica and Emma moved back home. I'm not saying we're fixed, Jessica said. But I see you trying. I see you changing. And I believe in second chances, especially when God's involved. Today, Tyler has been gamble-free for 3 years. 3 years without placing a single bet. He still goes to GA meetings twice a week. Still prays every morning. Still fights the urge sometimes. Addiction doesn't go away, Tyler says. It gets quieter. But it's always there, waiting for a weak moment. That's why I have to stay vigilant. Stay connected to God. Stay in community. Tyler and Jessica just celebrated their 10th wedding anniversary. Emma is 6 now. She doesn't remember the bad times. She just knows Dad is present. Dad is there. Dad plays with her. They're still paying off debt. Will be for years. But they're paying it off together. As a family. Tyler volunteers at the church now. Runs a support group for men struggling with gambling addiction. I tell them the same thing Robert told me. You can't do this alone. You need God. You need community. And you need to take it one day at a time. I won't lie to you and say it's easy. It's not. Some days I still think about gambling. Still see an ad and feel that pull. But then I remember what it cost me. I remember sitting in an empty house with $5 to my name. I remember my wife's face when I told her I'd lost $400,000. And I remember God meeting me in that church, offering me forgiveness I didn't deserve, grace I couldn't earn, a second chance I had no right to ask for. That's what keeps me sober. Not willpower, not determination, grace. Tyler still has the gambling apps on his phone, but they're deleted, blocked, gone. He keeps a photo though, a screenshot of his account from the night he lost that final $5. Insufficient funds. I keep it as a reminder, Tyler says, of where I was, of where I could go again if I'm not careful, of what God saved me from. Tyler Anderson won $70,000 gambling, thought he'd figured it out, thought he was different, then lost $400,000 in 6 months, lost his marriage, his daughter, his house, everything. Maybe you're in that cycle right now. Maybe you're up. Maybe you're winning. Maybe you think you've figured out the system. Or maybe you're down, way down, in debt, lying to people you love, chasing losses, desperate. Either way, you need to hear this. The house always wins. Always. The odds are designed for you to lose. That's how gambling works. And even if you win, it's never enough. You'll keep chasing, keep betting, keep risking, until eventually, you lose it all. That's not pessimism. That's mathematics. That's reality. But there's good news. You can stop. You can get help. You can walk away. Not in your own strength. Tyler tried that for months. It doesn't work. But with God's help, with community, with surrender, Tyler thought he'd destroyed his life beyond repair. But God rebuilt it. Different than before. Better than before. If you're struggling with gambling right now, do what Tyler did. Stop trying to do it alone. Reach out. Get help. Call the National Problem Gambling Helpline. 1-800-522-4700. Find a Gamblers Anonymous meeting. Talk to a pastor. Tell someone you trust. And pray. Really pray. Not help me win prayers. Surrender prayers. God, I can't do this. I need you. Save me. He saved Tyler. And he'll save you too. All you have to do is ask.